He's the tallest man on the radio, so sit right back and enjoy the show. Fly through the air like a ballistic missile. Here's your host, Ben Kissel.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Ben Kissel channel. I'm Ben Kissel, joined by Jerii Aquino.
Hey.
And Kyle Ploof.
Hey, what's going on?
Check out Kyle Ploof on the Death and Entertainment podcast, also the political show, right here on the Ben Kissel channel. First topic of the day, privilege. Everyone's talking about it. White privilege, tall privilege, big dick privilege.
Trifecta for you right there, my friend.
Well, no. That is untrue. I was
Allegedly.
hanging out. Not even allegedly. No one's ever said that before. It's horrible what's happened to me. I was over at the VFW, and for some reason in some men's bathrooms, right by the urinal, they're like, let's put a mirror so that they can really see what God got them working with, right?
The mirror is like where the urinal should be?
The mirror is on the side of the wall. The urinal is right there.
Yeah.
Naturally,
Oh, that's weird.
you're going to look at it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go and I'd like to say whip it out, but it's more of a thud. It's more of a and then I look and I'm like, oh my God, this is just pissing me off. It's aggravating, the whole thing. So no, I think if you took my penis and you put it on someone who is 4'9", you'd be like, look at that hog.
Yeah.
But it's on me, so it's just like, look at that. Look at that extension. Look at that skin tag.
Nub.
Anyway, ugly privilege.
Sure.
Ugly
privilege?
This is the thing. It's taking over TikTok.
I have no idea what that is.
There was well, no, because you're very beautiful, so you would not know that.
Yeah, I would not know anything about it.
There was a woman, and she went on TikTok, and she goes by the name Sarah. And she said that she loves being kind of unattractive. She had a couple of kids. She gained some weight. And she says because of that, men don't look at me anymore, which makes her very, very happy. So she calls it ugly privilege. I was also reading an article in Business Insider talking about ugly privilege at the office. And apparently people who are unattractive at the office are like, this is sweet. I skate by. No one even knows I exist, which to me would be kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for them, it's like really great because then they just go through life unbothered.
Wow.
I don't know. That doesn't sound half bad, to be honest. She had me at the men don't even look at me anymore.
Well-
Sounds kind of sick, actually.
I'm going through my Ozempic phase because I'm going to get hot again. But I gained a lot of weight
Ben
because
gets hot again.
Ben gets hot again. And I also have air conditioning in my house now.
Hey.
Ben gets hot and cools down.
Very nice. It's only happening when it's not cold outside, when it's not hot outside anymore. But anyway, well, it's still hot outside.
It's still really hot outside.
It's just not as hot as it was.
Yeah, no, it was pretty brutal earlier.
Anyway, when I gained all my weight, and this is what I do when I gain my weight, you do it, ironically, to become invisible. Because you don't want people to see the real you.
Right.
So you gain weight, and then you're like, well, I'm still a little hiding in here. But ironically, of course, I'm like 450 pounds. And like everyone's just like, look at that huge fucking bitch.
How could we miss him?
How could you miss him? But in my internal thoughts, I'm like, well, no one can really see me.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think that's a little bit about what's going on here.
Yeah. There are benefits to being ignored by certain segments of the population. Like I remember when I was like 26, 27, I was a little too old to get recruited by the military. Like they used to be like, hey kid, get in here. And then I was like 27. All of a sudden, they're like, "Hey, old man, get the fuck away from me."
Yeah,
27 years old, practically expired.
Yep.
the military and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Over 25.
They are not interested.
Venn diagram.
So this is what she says. She says, when I say I have ugly privilege, it's not that I necessarily think I'm an ugly individual. That's what she's talking about.
She's like, I'm not ugly on the inside, guys. I'm ugly on the outside.
I'm just ugly to men.
right.
She's also making a TikTok about this, claiming that she has a privilege. She might be ugly both inside and out. So she says, what I mean by that is men in general don't find me attractive. For the most part, men think I'm ugly and they leave me alone. And to me, that's a privilege. I also have to say how I guess men are quite annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird how a lot of women seem to think that.
Yeah,
It's almost like we don't get left alone ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I? And I'm not going to be. I understand that, but also I don't get left alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Men.
You shoot hoops?
Men are constantly talking to me. Every man. Every time I walk down the street.
Yeah, that's true. Bro dudes are super into you.
Can you pick me up, tough guy?
all the time.
Yeah.
I went
Just
to a
like
green.
walking up to you just to ask you how tall you are.
Right, but I understand it's different because they're not like, let's go in the alley and have a horrible time.
Right.
You know, so I
Yeah.
get it. It is different.
Yeah, definitely.
So I also understand the idea of unsolicited, like, why are you talking to me?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I feel that. I feel that.
Good for her. I mean, it's interesting that she was like, I love how little attention I'm getting about this, so I'm going to garner attention about this. on
That's
TikTok.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, at the end of the day, everyone wants to be seen, right?
Yeah. That's why, and then she's kind of like projecting it out in like a positive spin, which good for her.
Right.
Because I think there was probably some point where a little insecurity in her brain was like, hey, guys aren't looking at me. She's like in a grocery store and she's like ready to like be like, oh, what is it? But then like a dude is like talking to someone completely different that's not
Can
her.
you get out of the way? I'm trying to get the rice cake.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
She's like, no, this is a good thing. This is a good thing.
I guess women no longer seek validation from the American male, do they? Because it seems like
Dies of laughter.
It seems like in the 70s or 80s, though, women would be like, ooh, I'm doing really good. Look at all the
Yeah.
studs I have around me.
Right.
And now it's not really like that.
No, not really. I think it's more, I think you have like a lot of girls that still feel kind of like traditional and do still want to have that like getting all cute for your man and
Right,
stuff. But
right.
then they can't say it out loud very often because then they're afraid of being attacked by the women that are like, you're supposed to be an independent woman.
Grow out your armpit hair.
You don't need that.
Oh, it's difficult
So
to
it's-
live.
Yeah, it's just everyone's preference. And if it's her preference to be privileged and
Yep.
ugly, I guess more power to her.
More power
That's
to her.
confidence.
Yep, she says, I gained weight after having my son, and then men basically ignore me now. And then she says, because of this, I've been so unmotivated to lose weight because it's been so nice.
Wait.
So she's just like, I'm staying fucking fat. This is great.
I can eat whatever I want. I don't have to get hit on all the time. It's great.
Yeah.
Good for her. Good for her.
Good for her. We've all got a strategy to live this life out.
I mean, it could possibly just be deep-rooted sadness that she's flipping and reversing and making it positive.
Yeah.
Which, if that's the case, good for her too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess good for her. Whatever works out for her. I'm on the pretty privileged side of things, and God, it's so difficult to be me sometimes.
I would also still like to point out she still got laid and had a kid.
Yes.
So ugly privilege, this might be one of those times where it works for women. I don't think it's good for men at all.
Yeah.
Ugly men are just sad, lonely, full of their own semen in their belly button. They're just not doing well. Suicide rates, I don't want to bring it up, but they're on the rise, 3%. All these men are committing suicide because they're ugly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then everyone's just really mean to them.
Yeah.
And they can't get laid.
Oh no.
So a woman, even if she's a little bit of a little lump in the old stump there, she can still get laid.
She can definitely still get laid.
So
I wonder if is she married?
No,
is she
she-
with the baby's father?
no, that's her there. So she's again plain
she's-
Jane.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Fine. She's adorable. She's a little cutie.
She's normal looking.
Yeah.
She's normal looking.
But I think it's better if you're a normal looking gal, but if you're an ugly dude, because dudes are making fun of you, and the chicks
That's
can
not
be real
true
mean.
though. Come on. You guys always see those couples that are running around and you're like, how the fuck did that guy end up with that woman?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you point it out because it's so rare.
No, it happens all the time. I'm saying like that is a thing that it'll catch you by surprise visually when you're looking at it and you're like, I can't tell what's going on here. He's
Yeah.
either hiding a hog.
Oh well, that's
Oh, the
very
old
true.
hog hider.
Yeah, an old hog hider.
I got a full face break. If it's a rat face, skinny body, huge dick. I swear to God, it's always those weird looking motherfuckers that look like they eat
Super
cardboard.
skinny. Yeah.
Yep. Super thin, huge cocks. That's how their breed survived.
God. Oh,
Yeah, that's how their whole lineage has worked.
that makes sense. Yeah, super
Yep.
skinny, just an extra limb muscle down there.
Mhm. I also think the ladies. I mean, I know we know a lady. I know many ladies,
I know a couple.
and I think they like a little guy that they can just kind of like Crumb.
Oh, yeah.
Crumb, the cartoonist.
Yeah.
His fetish was being a little guy with the big ladies, and they would just like wrestle him around.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
There's
so
a whole like giant tress fetish.
Yep.
Have you ever had heard that where like a guy asks a girl to put the phone down on the floor and then wearing large heels just like step onto the camera as if she's like a giant.
Oh yeah.
And
People.
then he's like, I'm
Yep.
so small, I'm gonna get.
And then, yep. Oh, this is crazy. This is nuts. And then there's also vor, where people want to be eaten.
What?
Which is a whole thing where they pretend like they're going down somebody's throat and they're little toys.
What?
Yeah, vor. Yeah, it's where you pretend to be eaten.
Wow.
Some dark web shit.
Yes.
Well, it's everywhere out there.
Okay.
So anyway.
So basically, she thinks she's dodging people, but she's not. She's just not looking in the right places.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not.
Looking for love at the bottom of a Cheetos bag.
Yeah.
Indeed. But yeah, I think also if you have one of those little guys and you're a gal, you basically just got yourself a dildo with a little rat face on it that can also maybe buy you dinner every now and again.
Every time you say rat face, I think of Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah. He's got a little rat
Terrifying.
I think of everyone in Boston.
Terrifying.
face. Well, they're all so small. But now Timothy
Yeah.
Chalamet, I'm not getting big dick energy from the guy.
No, I'm not. That's why it's like kind of not sitting right with me.
No, because you also I'm not seeing the rat face either because he's got a jaw. I'm talking about you got to have a little bit of hair, but the beard doesn't connect.
He's got a little nose, but the beard doesn't connect.
No, the beard can't connect.
Yeah.
The mustache has to, but you still grow it because you're
Yeah.
stupid.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So anyway, be very careful out there. Well, don't be. I don't know why I said that.
Take advantage of whatever privilege you think your face has.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless it's white
This-
privilege, then
well,
you suck.
White privilege. Oh my. Oh my.
Pauses.
Oh, look at that. Huh, I'm bathing in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
I got AC.
Oh, yeah.
And a little dog, too. So this is according to Business Insider. They say when it comes to workers being slightly ugly, they say they may have a less interruption from others and less inappropriate behavior, which might enable them to pay more focus on their job and thus contribute accordingly toward their roles. So now hirees or people who are hiring, they are looking for slightly unattractive people. But I was always told it was kind of the opposite.
So they're looking there. So someone beautiful walks in and they're like, "No, I'm
Nope.
sorry, we're not interested."
I'm sorry, Teresa. I know the guys here. You're going to be violently sexually harassed.
Yeah,
We can't hire you.
we can't have that.
Where's Uggy? Where's Uggy
Yeah.
Tammy?
Do you have like a cousin, like an off-brand cousin?
Right. You know how your nose is just so close to being ugly, but it's pretty?
Yeah.
Can we get the one where it didn't work out so well?
Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So anyway,
You're safe here.
you're safe here now. I've got a great idea, Bus. We're gonna end the sexual harassment. Only uglies.
Yeah.
Thank you, HR.
Yeah.
I love it.
because everyone has the exact same type and the exact same point of view on who's hot and who's not.
Well, it comes down to what you can attain to, and everyone's beautiful in their own way. That's what I say.
Eye of the beholder.
Eye of the beholder. All right. Well, that's kind of a fun conversation. Let's.
Kind of.
It was. It was indeed. Let's see here. What about farts? So, have you seen this recent ad by Demi Moore? She's
No.
talking about farting a lot, and this is like the thing where farting is one of the last taboos. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, I guess.
Like
so.
she's talking about it a lot,
Like
or
she's-
she's talking
she's,
about
like,
like
into
farting a lot.
So this is like where we've come now as like the health movement. So now we've normalized a lot of stuff in the society.
Yeah.
And now we want to normalize farting. So she has a new book out, and it's all about the adult's guide to farts. And she's reading
What?
this book like Bush read that book to the children on 9/11.
God, she
And-
looks incredible.
It's a scratch and sniff.
She is always just
Well, Demi Moore, absolutely beautiful, 61 years old.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Right.
Goals. Yeah.
But she's spending her older years kind of talking about things that are a little bit, again, taboo.
Farts.
And oftentimes, speaking of gals, they don't think about farts. You don't think about women farting necessarily unless you're on Pornhub. And then all of a
Right.
sudden, there's a gal, I like butt stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then sometimes you'll watch it and then they'll start farting. And you're like, I didn't request the farts.
Yeah.
Didn't request the farts.
No, but then they'll just
But
start.
some people want the farts.
Some people are into sniffing farts.
Yeah, they
That-
want a jar full of
I
farts.
don't know why.
That one OnlyFans chick made hundreds of thousands of
a
dollars.
jar of farts.
Yes.
She made hundreds of thousands of dollars selling farts, but then she got sick. She was farting too much.
Yeah.
All that methane.
Yeah. She was really, it was like a cow was in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's horrible. I
So-
don't know. I'm not, no, that's a no for me.
Yeah.
But, all power to me more and letting everyone know about her fetish.
That's another thing. I cannot imagine. I'm sure that there is one out there, but I don't think many women are like, oh, I want to get that guy's farts.
No.
Yeah, there's probably not a lot of, oh my gosh, she must be like, just like the pioneer of women being into farts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she would be. She
because
would
for
be.
the most part, women just pretend that they don't fart.
Right.
That's the general consensus. We're like, I don't fart. Are you kidding me?
And they actually did cover this on Mythbusters towards one of their last seasons.
I'm dead.
They did cover if women fart, and they tied up a little like microphone to a chick's ass that was working there, and then it turned she did fart. She did fart. Damn it! And that show apparently they hate each other.
They do.
Why?
I don't fucking know.
Huh.
It was the same thing with American Pickers. Those two dudes, they just started to hate each other.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Fame, it's weird what it does to people. Anyway, she says in a recent post, farting, we all do it, so let's talk about it. Which I do think it's like, yeah, just because we all do something, it doesn't mean we have to talk about it. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, seriously.
she joined forces with a fresh off the presses book titled An Adult's Guide to Fart. An Adult's Guide to Farts, and it's about gut health, which, by the way, I've also started taking a probiotic.
Yes.
Good for you.
It's the gummy. I got the gummy probiotic.
That's good.
Yeah, not as good as I thought it was going to be. though.
Probably not as potent as like the pill probiotic.
Yeah.
But it's good. But it's a good start.
I was hoping it would taste better.
Yeah. But then you eat them all and
Yeah,
then
but
you
then-
shit your pants. And
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
God knows. Kyle, we can't talk about it, but Kyle's been surrounded by human shit. All weekend. He's got family, and the whole thing it's been amazing.
a lot of bodily fluids flying around.
One day when it's passed in your
Shitty
PTSD.
situation.
Yes.
Yeah. When the
Yeah.
PTSD is passed, you can talk about it.
Yeah.
So she says it's important work raising awareness around eating disorders and destigmatizing bodily functions.
Hey.
So I think she's saying this is more like you got one of those conditions you can't stop farting. Let's not be blaming you for that. Let's
Yeah.
embrace the toot.
Yeah, totally. Because it could be bad for your health to hold in farts. And probably a bunch of women do it. I mean, I know I felt a fart coming on and then just like zipped it right back up. And then I just felt it come up as a burp.
Is that no, that's not true. That's not true. You don't burp farts, dude. Can someone comment? Someone in the comments because if I'm burping the fart, that's nasty.
Is there a doctor in the house?
You can feel the bubble of air just rising up like a chakra.
I do wonder where it goes. That is where does it go when it goes back in the body?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's nasty. Anyway, she says she's working with Wonder Belly, and that's something for your stomach. She says this goes out to all my hot girls with stomach issues. So apparently, hot girls have stomach issues.
I do have stomach issues.
What-
Hey.
I've had stomach issues since I was like born. I think I was like born with a stomach ulcer.
Oh.
And it passed when I was like 2.
Oh,
Yeah, I've had kidney stones as a teenager. Yeah.
Oh
it's
my
been-
God, you need
I-
water.
I have GERD.
Holy
I've got the GERD.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Mrs. Aquino, it's a troll.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's true. Hot girls have stomach problems for some fucking reason.
What's the
Probably
GERD?
from holding in all the farts.
That's,
This is kind of blowing my mind right now.
What's the GERD?
It's a acid reflux disease. It's like
Yeah.
gastrointestinal, whatever the acronym for that.
reflux
Yes. Yeah.
disease.
All right. Well, digestive health, they say it's a taboo issue.
Yeah, you can't just hold in your farts and swallow Tums all day, Jerii.
Yeah, I guess not.
Just, you gotta fart. You know what? Thank you for the story.
But I do want to. Can we do it secretly, though? I don't want to like the clumps, you know, the
I'm
clumps.
about to go buy this book.
Yeah.
Well, the book might be really good. But like, you know, people who celebrate the farts, there was one family growing up, a quasi friend of mine, and his family was one of those burper and farter families. They're always burping and farting and laughing.
Yeah.
But I thought that was
gross.
just too much.
Yeah.
Much. Yeah, no.
It's way too much.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
It's
They
not
always have the windows closed too.
Well, yeah, they're
Oh,
burping
God.
and farting.
Yeah, and it's just stuck in there.
His dad drowned the family cat.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Farts?
No, in water. That's just the kind of family it was. It was redneck in Wisconsin.
Farting and killing
Wow.
cats.
Yeah,
You know.
he put it in a like a cage and then dipped it in one of those 10-gallon bottles.
Oh, he did it on purpose.
Yeah, he killed it on purpose.
Did he go to prison?
No, but he got real. The daughter, who's the cat belonged to, was real mad at him for like years.
That's it? Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the only justice. His daughter was upset with him for a
Yeah.
few years.
yeah.
Like, and for some reason, she never got over it.
I think she ended up getting over it, but my God. So this is what Demi says. She says, as babies, we're celebrated for bodily functions like pooping and farting. But as adults, not so normal.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not going to like give you a standing ovation if you
Yeah.
fart.
Also, you don't see adults going up to adults with the feet and doing the push thing where you're just pushing a fart out. Yeah, it's cute because
I do that to my
a
baby.
Yeah.
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 that's
Imagine
Little
doing that.
bicycle legs and then.
Yeah. And then imagine doing that to a fully grown person.
Oh, that might be my fetish.
Like you're
I want someone to do that to me. I just want to be treated like a normal size person once. Do you want to share that your baby had first words?
Oh, yeah. He said, I love you.
He said a sentence.
Yeah.
said, "I
His
love
first
you."
words were, I love you. How
It's
crazy is
so
that?
cute.
It's really cute.
And
And
then-
we were just about to record, and then he
Yeah.
got the video, and we all heard it.
Yep. I started crying.
Yep.
He said it to his mother, and then I was by myself yesterday, and I kept saying I love you over and over, and then he was like, I love, and then like sat there for 30 seconds, and then just goes, you.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Also, his baby mother, she was like, he said it to me, not Kyle.
Yeah.
So she was like
Yeah.
bragging about that,
Yeah, yeah.
which is really unhealthy.
Gotta love that partner dynamic.
She's
Your
like,
beloved.
baby loves me more than you, Dad.
Yeah.
Kyle gets it bad. Kyle's changing the diapers, and no one thinks he does anything.
Yeah, they
Oh,
think I don't do
no.
it.
Kyle's being a father. That's crazy.
Yeah, but then the women in my family are like, oh, you really do you? Yeah.
Yeah, the women in your family are just
Yeah.
abusive.
Man haters.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's basically that story. They're just working on making sure farts are fun again, and everyone farts and don't have a problem with it.
And letting the ladies know that, like, hey, this could affect your health. Love
Well,
yourself.
yes.
Fart if you need to.
It's okay to go somewhere in the backyard and dig a hole and fart into it.
Yes.
And don't tell
Okay,
anybody about
I don't know about the whole thing, but you could find a space of privacy. Let one rip.
it. Yes.
Yep. Well, apparently there's 4 different kinds of farts: the foul-smelling fart,
Gross.
the odorless fart, the farts that feel hot.
But that's not a different type. That's just,
Buddy, according to the U.S. Sun, it is. And then there's another one called excessive flatulence and bloating. That's also kind of a form of a fart.
Yeah.
So you want to let it out.
Yeah, bloating. All the farts are stuck in there.
yeah.
Right.
This story has touched me personally. I would like to follow Demi Moore's advocacy on letting hot people fart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot people, hot farts.
Apparently, if
Hot people, hot farts.
exactly.
I don't like when it sounds wet, though.
Oh, no,
Well, yeah.
it's disgusting. It's anyway. So foul smelling farts. Why would it be foul smelling? Ironically, that's if you have a healthier diet.
Yes.
So if you eat high sulfur foods like christamystamine, that includes cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, or Brussels sprouts. You're gonna have You're gonna be really smelling.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
You probably got a stinky toot.
I haven't had Brussels sprouts in a while.
Now, odorless farts. That's interesting. It's probably a sign that you're swallowing air, but isn't
We all do.
right.
They say chewing gum does it. Like, you don't even notice it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when you just
Well, it's
swallow
weird.
a bunch of air.
Yeah, because the air is like everywhere. So
Right.
Yeah, man.
it's weird. Like I can't escape it.
Yeah.
But, like, I also need it.
Right. There were some models who were eating air. They were doing the air diet.
Yes.
Starving, I think. It's starving.
Yeah, it is.
Then you have excessive flatulence or bloating. That's if you have irritable bowel syndrome. So then
Yeah.
you're sick.
Yeah.
And then the last one here, hot farts. That's if you eat spicy foods. You
Well-
get hot farts.
You can get hot farts from, like,
I've never
anything.
liked spicy foods.
Yeah.
What do sweets get you?
Diabetes. And no, I don't know. Probably good smelling farts, I would assume. Well, it's sugar,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
So no word on that.
Yeah. We'll send it over to the research
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
See what they come up with.
Yeah, the hot farts. This type of gas occurs when you eat food with capsaicin,
Capsaicin.
which I think is hot stuff,
Yes.
basically hot stuff.
Yeah.
But that's very bizarre.
That is very. I wonder if that hurts. Does that hurt?
Hot farts can hurt.
Yeah.
You never had hot farts?
I don't like spicy food.
Well, it's not always spicy. There's like, I don't know. There's sometimes in the winter where you let one out and it's
Just
don't
a
know.
nice
warms
warm.
you up under the. It's a touch
Well,
oven.
that, oh,
Maybe
yeah,
that's
well,
one of my
that's-
farts that turned into a burp.
Yep. And then you just have normal farts. So anyway, there you go. That's the fart. That's the fart talk.
And that's the fart talk.
And Demi Moore is on the case. All right. Well, let's move on to love. Isn't that
Love?
interesting? And a wedding. This story
Oh,
is
well, that's different.
well, yeah. Sometimes they're just about money.
Yeah.
Securing of resources.
Absolutely. Very, very true. But this story, I don't even know if it's going to go anywhere, but I just thought it was kind of cute. So, everyone's trying to get creative with their ring bearer. They're like, put it on a tiger. Let the tiger get the rings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to have, usually it's like the youngest of the family. It's like a cute little baby coming down with the ring bearer. The
Yeah.
dog.
Me a couple times.
Yes. And you're an adorable baby.
Very adorable baby.
Very, very cute.
Aw.
Comes from a long line of nervous wrecks.
Yes.
Which makes the babies more adorable.
Yes.
I don't know why. I think it's because the babies are like, I better solve whatever the fuck is going on. I don't even know why everyone's stressed.
Yeah, but they just want to come in and mediate.
Yeah, but I got to do my baby duty. I'm going to be goo-gooing, gaga-ing all day today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking crush being a baby today.
Yeah.
So this couple, they decided to go with an owl for their ring bearer. But the thing about owls is they fly, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they kill.
Oh,
What?
They're vicious.
yeah.
Vicious animals.
Have you seen what is it? Planet USA? No.
Yeah.
What's the name of that fucking thing?
Planet Earth.
Planet Earth.
Or-
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Owls are fucking cool.
Yeah.
Owls are very cool.
The staircase
Yeah.
that the writer Michael, I forget his last name, but it was a Netflix documentary.
Oh, about the dude who killed his wife.
Yes, but there's an owl theory because she has scratches on her head that match owl claws. And
Wow.
I really think it was the fucking owl, and this guy took the blame for it.
oh my God.
There were feathers in the crime scene and everything.
Yes.
And there was an owl that snuck into the attic, and that's where she was going up to, and he freaked out and fucking killed the lady.
They also,
Holy shit.
they also had those little suckers. There were suckers all around. How many
Really?
licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll?
A 3!
A Tootsie Pop.
A two.
A Tootsie Pop, by
were
the
there
way.
any letters inviting her to Hogwarts?
Yeah. I think she had a brand of HPV that gave her Hogwarts.
Okay.
I would say this, though, about those suckers with the one with the Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
The sugar and the chocolate didn't really mix.
They didn't.
The sugar and the gum kind of worked.
Yeah.
But when it was the Tootsie Roll in there,
It was weird.
it was weird.
How many
weird.
licks did it take? Like, way too many. I don't think I ever got to the center. I didn't care enough.
Oh, I would bite through.
Always. As
Yeah.
soon as you
Horrifying. Oh, no. No, no, no.
As soon as you could, you bite right through that.
Okay.
So anyway.
So the wedding, was it Harry Potter themed? Is my question.
I don't believe it was, although it does take place in England. So there was
No.
we don't know. I think everything that takes place in England is Harry Potter themed by nature.
Yeah.
So
Throw an owl in it. The fuck?
Yeah.
absolutely. So they put the rings on the owl, and then the owl was like, "I don't fucking give a shit." that you guys
Where
are doing
on the owl did they put the rings?
Probably on its little claw or something. I would
Like at the
assume.
bottom?
I would assume
Just
so.
Put a little like whoop, like a ring.
Yeah, I would think so. Also, we should have made the owl the national bird.
I know. Oh, what a beautiful bird.
Eagles are half fucking blind,
Yeah.
and they're bald.
And they're bald.
Yeah, who cares? So this guy, he's like, whoa, that bird, that's the ring bearer, and it just flew off. So the owl disappeared down the abbey and perched in a windowsill. Now there's 50 guests there, and they're like, holy shit, that owl has the rings. And then they're all staring at it, and these people are like, we can't get fucking married without the rings, 'cause we
Yeah,
don't really love
yeah.
each other. It's more about the rings.
Yeah.
And they were all surprised because they were like, the owl did this perfectly in the rehearsal. Why is he just flying off
Why is-
the script now?
Why is the owl being an owl?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Weird.
It took 7 hours to get the owl down. The owl was just standing there staring and being like, why y'all looking at me? I'm a fucking owl.
Right.
You know? And then the professional handler of the owl, they even had a piece of chicken. And then they had a piece of chicken to try to get the owl. And the owl said, I don't want no goddamn chicken.
Some owl handler. He had one job that day.
Yep, indeed. So the wedding continued. Apparently there's a bunch of other birds and shit. And anyway,
Oh, it was like a bird themed.
just a bunch of birds. Yeah, the wedding continued with the other birds on display. And the rogue owl is said to have returned around 8 p.m. So anyway, it seemed like they had already been. It seemed like they had already been ready to do the rings, but then the owl went away. So they were like, "Let's do the rings," and the owl was like, "I'm fucking out of here." So that's that story.
Yeah.
That wedding's for the birds.
That wedding is for the birds.
All right.
What
There
a
we go.
stupid idea. What a
Yep.
dumb wedding.
That's...
Why a bird-themed wedding? I don't know.
I don't get bird people. They freak me out.
Well, I don't think the birds want to be pets.
No.
That's the problem with the bird people. I think it's
Yeah.
abusive. Like cats, dogs. These dogs are just like, take care of me, please. Cats are like, I own you.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
But thanks for the food every now and again.
Yes. Yeah.
Birds have nothing to do with us. They don't want to be with us. We're
They don't.
streetwalkers. They're air flyers.
Literally, they have nothing. They're like, we are just trying to be the last people of our extinct thousands of years lineage.
And magicians just give them Valium so that they stick around.
Right.
Then they can hide them
really?
in pockets and shit without them freaking out.
Well, then maybe that's what the fuck the British couple should have done. They should have
Yeah.
given the owl some-
Drug the owl.
Definitely should have drugged that owl. All right, well, let's move on. Other animal news. There was a Bigfoot sighting.
Oh.
Bigfoot?
My people, the Bigfoot.
Yeah.
This is allegedly in a documentary. Conspiracy theories are abound. They say they found themselves a Bigfoot. We can show the image there. What does that look like to you?
A bear.
Well, they are saying it's a Bigfoot. So the clip in question is from a 2001 film called Great North, and it's with director William Reeve. He said he had a skeleton crew, and they were high north of Quebec, and then they were watching the footage, and they saw this object, and it was running, and then a lot of people were like, that looks like a gorilla, and then some people said, no, that's a Bigfoot. And now Reddit's got a hold of it. So you know they're going to crack the
They're
case.
going to definitely get into that.
Well, they know so much.
Yeah.
And so they're reigniting the hot debate originally sparked during an interview with Reeves 8 years ago. Reeves says, oh my goodness, I don't know what that was. He says there were no strangers for hundreds of miles where we were, doubling down on the idea that it was not a person. And he says, nor was it possible there would be a bear because there weren't no gosh darn water. Bigfoot.
Wow.
So that
The Bigfoot myth has always weirded me out and confused me. So everyone just thinks there's a large person running around.
I'm going to tell you this
Hairy
right now.
person.
Yeah.
You'll know when you run into a Bigfoot person because they start talking real quiet like this.
Yeah.
And they also talk about how there's 60,000 Bigfoot and they're scattered north. They're all north and they're in Washington. And they're they're all in north, maybe some in North Dakota.
There's a
Canada.
herd of Bigfoot.
They're very independent
feet.
creatures. And then, of course, there's is it an interdimensional being? Is it biological? Is it, again, a lonely man in a suit? These are all different options. No, no. Most of these cryptozoologists are married. Many to
Wait.
women that look like a Sasquatch.
But, okay. You just said a herd of 60,000?
Not a herd. They
They're
live alone.
spread.
They're scattered.
They are scattered, and that's
Who are all of these? How do you know that?
That's Bigfoot privilege. They're all left alone to their own
Bigfoot
devices.
privilege.
Yes.
Yes.
absolutely. And
Wow.
perhaps they can be invisible, things of that nature.
Oh, they
Yeah.
can.
So he says if a bear had given chase, it would have been running on all four paws and in a horizontal position. That's not what happened here.
Oh.
He says the object that we were seeing is more upright, appears to be running on two legs. So there you go.
Bears can do that.
According to Matthew, no.
They can stand up a little
They
bit.
stand up, but they don't.
I've seen them wave.
Yes, they wave. That's a cartoon. You're talking about a cartoon.
No, it was a real guy. It was a real guy.
I did love that. What was that one movie where the guy just gets eaten by the bear?
The Revenant?
No, that was
Oh
a good
no,
movie,
that's
though.
when Leo fought the bear.
Yeah, I think he beat the bear.
Yeah.
The actual guy that
Yeah.
in real life got eaten by
What
a
was the
bear.
name of that
Him and his
documentary?
girlfriend. What was it?
Grizzly
Yeah,
Man. That's what it is.
Werner
That
Herzog.
guy. He was just like, I think we're really making some inroads with the Bears. I
Yes.
think we really they like me.
Yeah.
Oh man, they don't.
They
Never
don't.
will.
No.
I mean,
They're
I would
so
like
cute,
to.
though.
I
I
want
would
to.
love to cuddle with a bear.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'd love to see a bear get fucked up by an owl. That's what I'd like to see.
Wow.
Bear versus owl.
It
Bear
could happen.
versus
Yeah.
owl.
Those vicious.
I think it would take 100 owls could take down a bear. 100.
100?
20.
I think
No.
20. I was going to say 25.
Yeah.
Think so?
20 owls could probably take
I think
down a bear.
3.
No. From what I've seen,
One
about-
really pissed off owl.
Yeah.
The bone.
Yeah, he
thick.
just got cheated on by his owl wife,
Yep.
and he's pissed.
Yep.
Wow, maybe. I didn't realize owls. They are bigger than you think. I guess.
Yeah.
And they're thieves, evidently, as well. So according to
Of
Matthew,
love.
according to Matthew Moneymaker, I don't think that's his real name. He also heads the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, so he is not doing what his last name says.
Yeah, he's the only moneymaker in that.
Yes, he is.
Research organization.
By name only.
Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization. That's what he's running.
Bigfoot
But
Field. They should probably acronym that.
Society of Virgins.
yes.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, again, you'd be surprised. Women, they like to go out there. There's a lot of adrenaline.
yeah.
You'd be surprised. These Bigfooters do get fucking laid. They're not like the alien guys. The alien guys, they're not getting laid. No one cares.
No.
But anyway, he says it's a very basic understanding that there's more than one Bigfoot. And they say sometimes people see two at a time. And sometimes it seems like adults and their young ones are together.
Oh.
True, kind of like bears, but also like Bigfoot.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's a couple of pictures, but they're obviously drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he calls it the Homo erectus. They were hunted to extinction. Well, that's what he says about the Bigfoot. He says they were hunted to extinction by the Homo erectus.
No, they weren't. They just evolved into people. And
Oh, you think we're all Bigfoot?
yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
I think there's just a
interesting.
couple of wild Neanderthals, and everyone's like, he's so hairy. It's like, yeah, he chooses to live in nature. He definitely doesn't shave.
Right? Why would he?
And why would he?
Yeah, but Bigfoot lore is everywhere. It's still a big representative for beef jerky.
Sure.
With Jack's Lynx, I believe, is a
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I auditioned to be a Bigfoot. You know what? Too big.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
they said I didn't fit in the fucking suit.
Jeez.
That's
Isn't that sad?
ridiculous.
My auditions, I mean,
You were overqualified.
it was horrible. I had another audition where they thought I was going to be like a big jock guy, and I had just lost a bunch of weight, so my skin was all loose, and then I had to take off my shirt and spin around, and then they all clapped.
Oh.
They were like,
That's
"Congratulations
weird.
on losing weight." But I was with all these like super hunks. Anyway,
Wow.
all right. Well, I think that brings us to our final episode.
Yeah,
Final
wow,
episode
that
of
was
the
quick.
week.
Whoa.
That was a
Final
quick run, guys.
Episode
Yep.
of the week.
You know,
Have a wonderful weekend. Go search for Bigfoot.
go
Have
find
fun.
them. Yeah. Be safe out there. Fart. Just fart.
Fart. Search for Bigfoot. Embrace your ugly privilege.
Embrace your ugly privilege. If you're getting married, don't give your rings to an owl.
That's it. Also, Kesha, just very quickly, Kesha, they tried to kill her.
What?
Yeah.
An owl?
No, Kesha, she did a bit with it. You know, the singer, she did a bit with a knife on stage, but it's supposed to be a fake knife. They lost the fake knife, and then they give her a real butcher knife, and then she cut herself.
It's like Rust all over again.
I know,
Wow.
right? And I love Kesha. I met her in Brooklyn, in New York, and she gave me a hug. I mean,
Oh.
but it was just very nice.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, look, I love your music. She was very
Yeah.
sweet, and then I think she had a horrible situation happen to her. So.
Yes.
Jeez.
Anyway, all right, everyone, enjoy your weekend. Hail yourself. Have a lovely time. I don't know. Hug your friends and love everybody. Okay, bye-bye. We'll talk to you soon.